What is going on, YouTube? This is Jim blowing the trumpet on the death of Battleborn. Now, this has been a long time coming, and it's unfortunate because I really did like this game. But as many other games have done, it came out at the wrong damn time. Now, it's funny how games get into this development cycle because what ends up happening is all these studios are working on projects independently. And it's so fascinating to me how many of them come to the same realization after, years in isolation. Perfect example. Battlefield 1 is a recreation, a retreading of the old World War I conflict. Similar but different, Call of Duty is going back to their roots with World War II because they heard the feedback and they said people were tired of these crazy futuristic shooters. Not that Battlefield 4 was overly futuristic, but Call of Duty definitely was off the deep end with spaceships and all that kind of stuff, right? So they said, we're going back to our roots. We're going back to what made us who we are. The original Battlefield, the original Call of Duty, and we're going to start over from there one more time. I love that idea. However, similar as well to Battleborn was Overwatch, the definitive hero shooter. And what did Overwatch do? It destroyed Battleborn. Battleborn came out at the wrong time. And as a result, the game was dropped into the bargain bin almost immediately. I picked it up for about $15, maybe 4 months after launch, and by then the player base had evaporated. It was gone, baby. But I still had my fun playing with Montana, because I really like him, even though he's got a little tiny head, because it's a cool system. It's fun. There is definitely issues with Battleborn. I've done many a video on my channel talking about the things that Battleborn needs to improve if they want to remain relevant. And they didn't listen to me, and that's a shame, because I was right. And it turns out they're now free to play. So they're thrown in the towel. They're done. They're going to offer a freemium version in which you can play and in hopes to try to, maybe get some microtransactions going and squeeze out just a few more pennies out of this unfortunately dead franchise. Better late than never, I guess. I don't know. The game is definitely long gone. And it's a sad thing because it comes from the guys who made Borderlands, which is a revered, loved game. And you could definitely see a lot of Borderlands influence in the art direction, definitely in the humor, in the inventory system. It definitely is the DNA of Borderlands. And had they maybe named this game differently and still come out at the same time and called it the Battle for the Borderlands and had more hooks into Borderlands, maybe it would have succeeded. Had they decided to wait a few months and let Overwatch kind of demolish everything on any hero competitive shooter. And there were many that came, by the way, that are long gone thanks to Overwatch. Maybe if they waited a couple months and let that tide roll out, maybe they would have had a chance then. But when you go head to head with the juggernaut that is Blizzard Entertainment, you're going to go for a ride, and that's exactly what happened. So it's unfortunate. It's sad. I love the game. It's clearly dead. If you wanted to check it out, when you're listening to this podcast, or this YouTube video, rather, that I'm recording on January. Jesus. It's not a podcast. It's not January. It turns out it's a YouTube video, and it's June, damn it. If you're listening to this right now, get out there and play this game because it's going to have a small burst of people going, oh, I'll check it out. And that's your best chance at a match. When I was playing it 3 months after launch and waiting 10 to 15 minutes for a match make against a pre-made squad of 100s, it was not so much fun. When it's competitive and you're playing against other people, you're going to have a good time and you're going to enjoy it. And you're going to say, man, I really wish that this game would have made it because it is really cool. However, that's not going to happen. So get your licks in now because in a couple weeks, this game is going to be dead for realsies. More dead than Evolve. More dead than anything. Okay? Yeah, that was an Evolve jab. You guys screwed it up. You know who you are. Microtransactions out the yang. 50 DLCs at launch. Oh, anyways. So go check out. That's my PSA to a game that I did enjoy. I tried to get the DBGG army on board. They were not having it. Turns out no one else was either. So get out there, play some Battleborn. Show these guys some love. Let them know you care. Maybe we'll get Borderlands 3 this year, and this will be but a distant memory. But until then, that's all we have from Gearbox, and we're just going to have to live with it. So get out there and play some games. And until next time, I will see you guys on the other side.